Did you know that when men reach the age of 65, more than 40% have already lost the ability to do what they once took for granted? And here comes the shocking part. According to a groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, it's not just about aging. It's about something happening in your arteries right now that is silently stealing your vitality while you sleep. If you've recently been waking up with the feeling that something fundamental isn't working like it used to, you're not alone. In fact, over 30 million men over the age of 60 face this devastating reality every morning. But there's a truth that almost no doctor will tell you. Often, it's not just the passage of time. The real enemy may be hidden in your arteries, blocking not only your heart but also the very essence of what makes you feel like a man. The same cardiovascular pathways that can fail during a heart attack also prevent blood from reaching where it's most needed, and while your body desperately tries to send you warning signs every day, most men choose to ignore them until it's almost too late. But the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to recover what you've been losing for over 3 decades. As a practicing doctor, I've worked with thousands of men who thought their best days were behind them. I've witnessed them regain strength, restore circulation, revive energy, and most importantly, rebuild their confidence, not through magic pills or empty promises, but through scientifically proven strategies that work from within. I want you to hear this clearly. What you're experiencing right now is not the end. In fact, it can become the beginning of your strongest years if you choose to act smartly and immediately. Before I go into this life-changing information, I need you to do something for me. Hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell right now. Why? Because what I'm about to share could literally save your life. And I don't want you to miss a single detail. If this message has reached you so far, write 1 in the comments. If not, write 0. I personally read every response and use your comments to create content that directly addresses what you need most. Now, here is a powerful truth that most men never discover. Your body has an incredible capacity to heal, and the morning is where the transformation begins. The first 60 minutes after you open your eyes can become your most powerful weapon for restoration or your silent enemy for continued decline. Depending on what you do in those first critical minutes, you can activate life-giving circulation and support essential organs like the kidneys. Or you can speed up damage without even realizing it. That's why I'm going to reveal 5 morning habits that have been scientifically proven to naturally increase blood flow, protect your vascular health, and restore the energy you thought was gone forever. But this goes far beyond just feeling healthy. These small, powerful changes can help you think more clearly, move with confidence, sleep like you're 30 again, and feel alive like you haven't in years. Stay with me because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what you should drink the moment you wake up, what to completely avoid, and what simple micro-habit could be the spark that reactivates the natural power still lying dormant inside you. And I'll reveal it all before you even think about having your first cup of coffee. The morning circulation crisis most men don't know about. Let me describe a situation that might sound familiar. Robert, a retired mechanic aged 63, came to my office last year feeling defeated. "Doctor," he said, "I wake up every morning feeling like my body isn't mine. Everything takes more effort than it should." Robert's story is not unique. What he didn't realize is that after decades of common morning routines, rushing for coffee, skipping hydration, jumping into intense activities, his cardiovascular system was crying out for help. His blood had become thick and sluggish overnight. His arteries were blocked, and his kidneys were struggling to filter properly. But here's where it gets interesting. Within 90 days of implementing the 5 habits I'm about to share with you, Robert experienced what he called a complete reversal. His energy skyrocketed. His circulation improved drastically. And he regained abilities he thought were lost forever. You too can experience the same transformation starting tomorrow morning. Habit number 1, the kidney cleansing drink that changes everything. The first habit might seem too simple, but it has transformed more lives than any expensive supplement or complicated protocol. Before you even think about coffee, before you look at your phone, before your mind starts spinning with the day's worries, there is one crucial action that can drastically improve blood flow for the next 16 hours. Every morning, without exception, I want you to drink a glass of warm water with fresh lemon juice. Not cold water, warm water, and here's exactly why this is more important than you think. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body enters a state of mild but significant dehydration. Your blood literally becomes thicker, circulation slows, and your kidneys, which have been working nonstop all night filtering toxins and waste, are desperately asking for help. That first glass of water not only quenches thirst, it wakes up the internal organs, activates blood flow, helps flush out built-up impurities. and sends a clear biological signal to the arteries that it's time to open up and function properly. But when you add fresh lemon juice to that warm water, you unlock benefits most men never discover. Lemon is packed with citric acid and vitamin C, a perfect combination for men over 60 who want to protect their long-term health. First, it helps prevent the formation of kidney stones, which become more common with age and can silently damage kidney function. Second, it strengthens the endothelium, the crucial inner lining of blood vessels that keeps arteries elastic and responsive. Here's the key detail most people miss. Warm water versus cold water makes a difference. When you drink water at room temperature or slightly warm, you make it easier for your digestive system. Your body absorbs it faster, processes it more efficiently, and that gentle warmth stimulates blood vessel dilation, immediately improving circulation. During those first critical moments of awareness, countless patients have told me that this simple habit completely transformed their morning experience. They report feeling more alert, more energetic, and mentally clearer within days. Some notice improved digestion and more regular bowel movements. Others discover clearer skin, lighter urine, and a steadier heart rhythm. But here's the undeniable key. Consistency is everything. This only works if you make it a sacred daily ritual, before coffee, before supplements, even before your mind starts to worry about the day ahead. Habit number 2. Because gentle movement is always better than intense exercise. The next habit might surprise you because it goes against everything you've been told about staying fit after 60. The second life-changing habit is to replace intense morning workouts with gentle, purposeful movement. Let me tell you the story of Marcus. He was 67 years old and a former marathon runner who prided himself on going to the gym every morning at 6 sharp. He came to me because by mid-morning he felt drained and his creatinine levels, a key marker of kidney health, were steadily rising. "Doctor," he said, frustrated, "I'm doing everything right. I push hard, I sweat, I give it my all. Isn't that what I'm supposed to do?" I had to tell Marcus a truth no one had told him before. After 60, the body doesn't need more intensity, it needs more intelligence and intention. When you start your day with intense workouts, while your system is still waking up and your kidneys are recovering from a full night of filtering, what you're actually doing is accelerating muscle breakdown. This releases waste products like creatinine into the bloodstream. If your kidneys are already working hard, this extra load can slow your entire system and thicken your blood, right when you need energy and clarity the most. Instead, I recommend 15 minutes of gentle, mindful movement. It could be a slow walk around the neighborhood, some light stretching in the yard, or gentle Tai Chi movements in your living room. The goal isn't to achieve something spectacular, it's to send a clear message to your body. I'm awake, I'm present, and I'm ready for this new day. These low-impact activities activate blood flow gradually without causing sudden stress. They allow oxygen to reach the tissues steadily, especially the brain and extremities, while reducing cortisol and other stress chemicals, which are silent enemies of healthy circulation. When Marcus returned 3 months later, the transformation was remarkable. He had replaced morning weightlifting with sunrise walks and afternoon resistance band exercises. His test results improved drastically. His blood pressure stabilized, and he told me something I'll never forget. "Doctor, I stopped training like I was 30. And for the first time in years, I actually feel like a strong 67-year-old man." Habit number 3, the ancient morning ritual that resets your biology. Now that your body is hydrated and gently activated, it's time for the third habit, which literally resets your internal biological clock. This habit may seem almost primitive, but it activates essential switches that all men over 60 need to turn on every day. The third habit is to spend 10 to 20 minutes each morning absorbing natural sunlight. There is something deeply healing about going outside when the world is still quiet and letting the light touch your skin. I practice this ritual every day without exception. When sunlight touches the skin, it triggers the natural production of vitamin D. And this is not just important for strong bones. Vitamin D is essential for circulatory health, especially for men over 60. It helps regulate calcium and phosphorus levels in the blood, supports arterial elasticity, and plays a key role in stabilizing blood pressure. When there is a vitamin D deficiency, blood vessels become stiff, the risk of blockages increases, and overall energy starts to drop without obvious symptoms. But morning sunlight has an even more powerful effect. It regulates the circadian rhythm, the internal biological clock that coordinates the body's most essential functions. When this clock is well synchronized, everything works better. The kidneys filter more efficiently, hormones balance naturally, and the body enters an optimal state of functioning. Many of my patients who feel sluggish, anxious, or unmotivated in the morning. Don't realize part of the problem is insufficient light exposure. If your body doesn't get enough sun in the morning, it interprets that it's still nighttime, and this directly affects blood flow, which remains slow and heavy, like you're still sleeping inside. I remember William, a patient in his 70s who made a small change. Instead of doing his morning crosswords at the kitchen table, he started doing them on his patio under natural sunlight. This seemingly minor change had profound effects. His sleep quality improved, his mood lifted, and his digestion became more regular. After 2 weeks, he smiled and said, "I wasn't expecting much, but I feel more alive." You don't need a beach vacation or a mountain hike. Just get natural light. Let it touch your skin, your face, and enter through your eyes. No sunglasses, no windows blocking the rays, just you and the sky for 10 or 20 minutes to activate the biological switches your body needs. Habit number 4, the coffee substitute that boosts circulation. Now we come to what might be the hardest habit for many men, but also one of the most transformative. The 4th habit is replacing your morning coffee with alternatives that support circulation. I understand this might sound almost impossible. I also love the smell of coffee and the comforting ritual of holding a warm cup as the world wakes up. For years, I believed I couldn't function without that first sip in the morning. That same cup that used to give me energy started causing me nervousness and brain fog, followed by crashes a few hours later. More importantly, I noticed a clear pattern in my patients. While coffee isn't inherently harmful in moderation, it can become a silent saboteur after age 60, especially if consumed first thing in the morning. It rapidly raises heart rate, dehydrates the body, and increases blood pressure. All before your kidneys are fully awake. For men with circulatory issues or elevated creatinine levels, this morning cardiovascular stress is not only unnecessary, it can actually be harmful. This discovery led me to explore gentler alternatives, and what I found completely revolutionized my morning routine. Carefully selected herbal teas can not only replace coffee but also support circulation, strengthen kidney health, and boost energy without the crash. Teas like ginger, hibiscus, nettle leaf, and chamomile contain anti-inflammatory properties, help regulate body fluids, and improve arterial elasticity. They don't just stimulate, they nourish deeply. Consider the case of James, a 60-something Army veteran who used to drink 3 cups of coffee before 9 a.m. We gradually reduced this to 1 cup a day, adding ginger and hibiscus teas. Within weeks, his blood pressure improved significantly. He felt more balanced, less anxious, and told me something that surprised me. I didn't realize how much coffee was draining me until I stopped depending on it. I'm not suggesting you eliminate it forever. If you truly enjoy it, keep a small cup, but drink it after you've hydrated properly, after breakfast, when your system is fully ready. Give your body time to prepare, and in the meantime, try herbal alternatives several times a week. Habit number 5. The breakfast that improves circulation and heals your arteries. The last habit addresses what most men completely overlook: the crucial role of the first meal of the day in healing or harming the cardiovascular system. It's not about what you drink or how you move. It's about what you eat during those critical first hours, because that first meal can start to repair your arteries or silently contribute to damaging them further. The 5th habit is to choose a breakfast that actively promotes blood flow, low in sodium, moderate in protein, and rich in foods that support cardiovascular function. Many men believe that starting the day with a lot of protein, eggs, bacon, sausages, is the most manly way to fuel the body. While protein has its place, especially as we age, consuming large amounts early in the morning can overload the kidneys, raise creatinine levels, and make the body work hard before it's ready. Add in the sodium from processed meats and refined carbs from commercial cereals or pancakes, and you have a perfect storm of inflammation, slow circulation, and cardiovascular stress. When I advise my patients, I always ask, "What did you eat before 9 a.m.?" Most answers are extreme, either too heavy or completely empty. The truth is, optimal breakfasts for supporting circulation are simple, balanced, and rich in real nutrients. I recommend meals that are low in sodium, moderate in protein, and high in fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats. Some examples are steel-cut oats with berries and chia seeds, whole grain toast with avocado and fresh tomato slices drizzled with extra virgin olive oil, or smoothies made with almond milk, spinach, frozen berries, and ground flax seeds. I remember Thomas, a patient in his 70s who transformed his health with this simple change. He eliminated bacon and eggs and replaced them with nutrient-rich smoothies containing vegetables and seeds. Weeks later, he said he felt lighter, clearer in the mind, and had energy all afternoon. His blood pressure dropped and he no longer felt that heavy, sluggish feeling throughout the morning. Breakfast is not just a meal, it's a signal you send to your entire body. It tells your kidneys how much work they'll need to do. It tells your arteries whether to stay open or contract. And it determines how much energy your brain will have available. Putting it all into practice, your new morning transformation protocol. Now that we've seen the 5 powerful habits, let me show you exactly how to integrate them into a sustainable routine that will revolutionize your health starting tomorrow. This isn't about isolated tips but a complete system designed to work together. Point 6 to 00, 6 to 15 a.m. Hydration and activation. Immediately after waking, drink 470 milliliters of warm water with half a fresh lemon squeezed in. Do this before checking your phone, reading the news, or thinking about coffee. Point 6:15, 6:30 a.m. Gentle movement. Go for a slow walk around the neighborhood or do gentle stretching in your garden. Focus on smooth, flowing movements that wake up your body without stress. Point 6:30, 6:50 a.m. Sunlight exposure. Spend 15 to 20 minutes outdoors absorbing natural sunlight. Read, meditate, or just sit quietly while the sun touches your skin. Point 6:50, 7:00 a.m. Healing drink. Make and drink a herbal infusion that supports circulation like ginger or hibiscus. Use this time to reflect quietly or read something light. Point 7:00, 7:30